Hi, my name is Victoria Santos, and I'm going to show you how to use a tool on Cool Tools for Schools. So the first one is a researching tool. So we'll just click Researching Tool. We'll go down to Dogonews. This is the first application I'll be showing you how to use. So when arriving at the homepage, you can see that Kids News and Current Events automatically pops up. So this is where students can find fun topics to talk about in a class discussion or topics for a story that they're writing. So under the main category News, you can choose different categories or grades. So categories being science, sports, social studies, and so on. You can also search by grade. Grades are listed at the top here. So this will narrow down the articles to make them more relevant for the user. So when looking at a specific article, the user can see that the title is right on top, the author, the date it was posted, and a brief description before moving on to read the entire article. Also, before we move on, you can see at the bottom, users are able to post comments, email this article to a friend, or embed the article into a personal blog or site. So we're just going to use the first article as an example. So we'll click Read News Article. So when opening up the website, there are a few important buttons for teachers as well as students. The first button is CCSS, and this is the Common Core State Standards for Teachers. This will help teachers use the article in their lesson plan and describe what standards are being met. So it will pull up reading and critical thinking skills, vocabulary, and speaking and listening for the different grades. Okay, just X out of that. All right, also the next button is to show what grades the article is geared towards. The last button is a word search, which has been created. This uses the words in the article in a word search form for the users. Also, speaking of the vocabulary words, in case there's any word that the student does not know, you can click on them and it will bring up the definition as well as the origin. Part of speech will come up. This will give the students a better understanding of any vocabulary word they don't know. Also, there's geography sites that come up. So if they don't know where Portugal is, you can click Portugal, located in Europe. It will give you a location as well as the coordinates. Okay. This author has chosen to include a lot of pictures with her article, so this appeals to different learners so they can visualize her article. Now on the top of the site, you can see that there's other tabs called Maps and Sites. We're going to head and click on Maps. So when you click on Maps, it puts a pin on a map and pulls up an article that is happening in that area of the world. For example, Brazil. This can be helpful for students who want to focus on a specific culture, animal, or event that is relevant to that part of the world. So if we don't want to talk about this article, we can always click on Next. It will pull up another article from San Francisco, California, getting down and dirty at the Swamp Soccer World Cup. We can click on that, and then it'll pull up the full article there. Now switching over to sites. This is a list with a brief description of sites that can be fun but helpful for kids and teachers. Just so you know, these sites will take you out of Dogonews onto their own specific site, but before they do, there is a short summary of this site as well as other comments for the user. There you go. And then if you go press, like I did before, go to kids site, will take you out of this site, okay? We'll just press go back for now. We'll head back to news. It's like their homepage. Okay. So once signing up, the user can log in as kids or teachers, so this will provide different information and features for each. So now At the top of the screen, there's a search box for any specific topic the user is looking for, so they can type in a keyword. So first we're going to type in the word animal and see what pops up. And enter. So this will bring up Kid News search results animal. So this will pull up all the articles related to the animals. Okay, I hope that this information on Dogonews was helpful. I enjoy using Dogonews for my students because the current events is geared for kids. It is much more intriguing than the current events that adults read about. These articles will allow students to be more creative and choose fun topics for their writing. Thanks so much for watching.